Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om. 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 Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Hari Om to everybody. Pranam, 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 pranam. Where did we stop yesterday? Hmm? Hmm. Wait for 2 more minutes. Wait for 2 more minutes. No? People have not come.
I want to enter into your eternal being.
Eh?
I want to enter into your
I
eternal
want to
being.
enter into your eternal being.
Hmm.
You make me the man to live in this world.
Hmm.
I am a self-made man. And the method is Ram Nam.
Are you a self-made man?
Yes.
Eh?
By Guru's grace. By Guru's grace. Definitely. Guru and Govinda are one.
Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Sit down, sit down,
Hari Om, Hari Om.
sit down. You can sit on the chair.
So many chairs are there.
Chairs are empty, na? We are trying to understand that our life has not been initiated by us. So far, we have been thinking we have built up our life. That is why we say, I am a self-made man. The moment we come to know that we have not initiated our life, the whole perspective gets changed. Is it not? Right from the seed stage at my mother's womb, When I go back, intellectually I am 100% convinced that this me and mine had no role in it. Simple. When we were finding it difficult to locate their origin or the source, the first cause, our intellect cannot go beyond 2 or 3 or 4 generations. Our parents were born to their parents were born to their parents. Like that, 2 or 3 we may be able to locate. But even then, we are nowhere near to the first cause. At that time, Srimad Bhagavad Gita comes to our aid, and the Lord says, Bijam Mam Sarvabhutanam. I am the eternal seed of everything, both Chara and Achara, sentient and insentient. So from there, we try to build up. The whole perspective gets changed. One thing I know, the present me and mine had no role in it. Just like whatever we have done, we have completed our school, we have completed our college studies, we got into our professional career, we have built up this, we have built up that, we have earned, we have lost, we have made a lot of relationship. All these things we used to say, and it's a fact also from that level. But we hardly think that prior to this me and mine, I was still there. And we owe our origin to him. When you say God, when you say Bijam Mam Sarvabhutanam, I am the eternal seed, we may not have any clear-cut idea about about the Almighty Lord of the universe. But we have faith in Shastras, we have faith in the words of our Master. So with that, we try to begin. Papa gives us the clue that the first source is the subtle and mysterious power. This is a very important thing. Even if we have repeated 50 times, we might repeat for 100 times. Because immediately after this talk, we are back to square one, the present me and mine. So constant hammering is necessary. That is why yesterday we read out, in so many ways, in so many articles, in so many talks, Papa had brought this into our attention. Go to the root, go to the root, go to the root, go to the origin, go to the origin, go to the origin, go to the source, go to the source. Because we have built up everything from a concept of me and mine, Only when we get in touch with a spiritual preceptor, we get this clue. And rest of the things we have to do it by ourselves. And it is clear that during the 9.5 months in my mother's womb, the present me and mine had no role in bringing out these 200 odd wonderful organs, all well set, well coordinated, each one doing its job wonderfully well. And then when I came out, I did not bring anything. All the basic requirements which are needed for my very existence are provided by the same power through Mother Nature. The moment I land from my mother's uterus to this earth, first thing I need is air. Has it been brought out by me? I ask myself. Air, water, earth, space, the 98.4 degree temperature, sun, rains, metals, minerals, gases, vegetables, fruits, pulses, nothing I have brought. So that has also been provided. As I started growing, I started demanding creature comfort one by one. Right from clothes, when I started calling my mother Amma, that language is necessary, Then later on, when I started going to the school, so many things I started demanding. Brush, paste, soap, wash basin, commode, like that, no? Idli, dosha, upma, rice, different types of, what do you call it? Sambar. Nothing, I have not done anything. And based upon that education, he made somebody to conceive everything, you know. All these discoveries, inventions, innovations, everything have come through an individual who was prompted by him. That we get a clue from Bhagavad Gita again. He is the primordial intelligence. Coffee is it's a berry. It comes in a plant. That is a gift of Mother Nature. But he prompted somebody to look at it intently, you know. And the fruit was plucked. We don't know that. And it was dried. And after drying, you know, again the probing nature in him prompted him to remove the husk and bring out the seed again. And the prompting again came to roast it, grind it, powder it, put it in the filter. And then finally the decoction came. All these things are prompted through an individual. Like any creature comfort, it has come out from that. I have not done anything. Though I have been enjoying everything, I have hardly applied my mind on all those things. Papa wants us to go back to the source. He not only said you are and the world life. Any object we come across, we have to do this. Manana, reflection, contemplation. Then finally we reach that Bijamam Sarvabhutanam. That reality. So then when we keep on thinking about it, when we keep on delving deeper and deeper into it, whenever we happen to meet a person, an object, a situation, immediately we try to remember, oh, you are there behind it, you are there behind it, you are there. I don't know, I don't have any idea about you, but I accept there is a power. Just like how my heart beats, how the breathing goes on, how my digestion takes place, how the blood circulation takes place. I know there is a power. I am unable to pinpoint because it is not palpable. It is not an object. But it is there. So with that, again, we try to go within. And yesterday we were remembering one prayer, you know. We will just read out. All these things will help us to go deeper and deeper. O my Sadgurudev, you are verily the Lord of the universe, pulsating, activating, supporting everything. And it is you who have sent me over here to translate your message into reality. I am only carrying out your commands. I beseech you to see to it that no pride or self-esteem enters my heart, no thirst for name or fame creeps into my mind. All the burden and responsibility that you have placed upon me are verily yours. Bless me so that I may carry on your work only as an instrument in your hands, and that I may offer all the fruits of work unto you. Guide me always in the right path. Because not that merely we are repeating the words of somebody. You are verily the Lord of the universe, pulsating, activating, supporting everything. Because you are the origin. When I see the chapel to wear, immediately, oh, when there was no chapel in the world, you made somebody to think about it. And you made somebody to improve it. And finally, it has landed on me. So, but for you, this would not have been there. Anything, you know. It is for that purpose he has given us the Ramnam. The moment we close our eyes and chant, we are trying to connect ourselves with him who is making me to chant. No? He is there as the life force. He is pulsating, activating, and supporting everything. If you are not there, I don't exist at all. So you are the pulsating, activating, supporting factor in me who is making me to repeat your name. From there we start. So when we have intellectually understood this, we devise a method by which every day morning before we enter into our business of life, family level, professional level, social level, we try to go deep and deep and deep into this. Papa had emphatically declared spirituality that cannot be applied in actual life is no spirituality. So every one of us, we will devise a method, no, by which we try to connect with the origin. So this prayer will help us a lot. So this life has been initiated by him. He is working out his will through me. He has given me a sense of individuality. So this prayer clarifies that you are verily the Lord of the universe, pulsating, activating, supporting everything. And it is you who have sent me over here to translate your message into reality. I forgot all. I did not know at all. I have been building up my life based on the me and mine. Even when I get kicks and knocks, ups and downs, even successive downs, I have never bothered to understand the cause. I used to blame persons, objects, and circumstances or situations. According to me, I have done everything perfectly right, but things still go wrong. Even then, I do not go back and find out why. Now I know. It is you who have sent me over here to translate your message into reality. Your message is to serve you in different forms. In whatever field we are. It is the truth also. Outwardly, we may be working for a company or we may be leading a family life. But whatever we do reaches out to somebody else, But since our mind is preoccupied with the me and mine, we try to think that we are wage earners, Forgetting that our work, whatever we do, is reaching out to many of his creation. As we are the users or beneficiaries of the various inventions and innovations or discoveries that have been made by individual. Everything. Suppose we are working in an IT company and we are bringing out a software. The software reaches out to many, many unknown people, Today, sitting at our home, we can book the tickets. Imagine about 25, 30 years back or 40 years back. We have to stand in the queue. We don't know whether we will get it. Early morning, we have to go and stand. All those things are there. Everything has been reduced now. You sit in your room and you can book the ticket. It has come out because of a software. We don't know the person who brought it. But he is reaching out. Now we are sitting on a chair. We don't know the person who conceived the chair when there was no chair at all in the world. We are sitting in a building. We don't know the first person who thought about civil construction. So everybody is reaching out. The only thing is we are not aware. Our me and mine makes us to become oblivious of this truth. That is why in this prayer he says, it is you who have sent me over here to translate your message into reality. God stands for all. So as his creation, we also stand for all only. But we are not aware. I am only carrying out your commands. No, that stage we should reach. The moment I become aware that I have not originated this life, nor have I been living because of me and mine, it is purely because of him and his various creations that I exist today. So when I realize that I am only carrying out your commands, I beseech you to see to it. Because of my old habits, I may own so many things. And because of that, the pride and self esteem might enter my heart. So I am praying to him. I beseech you to see to it that no pride or self esteem enters my heart. No thirst for name and fame creeps into my mind. Because you are the original owner. Even the intelligence has been given by you only. Primordial intelligence. Buddhir buddhivatamasmi. In that particular sloga, Bijam mam sarvabhutanam vidhi partha sanatanam buddhir buddhivatamasmi tejas tejasvinam. I am the intelligence of the intellect. Because out of intelligence only the whole creature comforts have come, are coming now. From day one, a fruit is a gift of the tree, okay. But somebody should go identify and declare, this is coconut, this is mango, this is banana. Then only we started using it. That intelligence, probing nature. So I beseech you to see to it that no pride or self-esteem enters my heart, no thirst for name or fame creeps into my mind. All the burden and responsibility that you have placed upon me are verily yours. Bless me so that I may carry on your work only as an instrument in your hands, and that may offer all the fruits of work unto you. Guide me always in the right path. So in order to get stabilized in this truth, I must remember him. No? First and foremost thing is I must remember him. Then only I will be able to connect him with everything. So for that, Papa gave us this holy and all-powerful Ramna. So when he made us to chant, it would be better to bring all these dimensions also along with our chanting so that we become aware. It is not merely for the chanting's sake. It is to remember him, remember him, remember him. Otherwise, what happens? Chanting goes on, but the me and mine is intact. So that is why yesterday we were prompted to say that we set apart 5 minutes or 10 minutes in the morning, and then we chant, we try to bring this dimension. Look here, you made me aware of your presence intellectually. Thoroughly convinced. There is no doubt about it. With the intelligence you have given me, I have been able to get convinced that I am what I am because of you, both internally and externally. 100% I am clear. But because you did not make me to develop this right from my inception, and because of which I have developed this me and mine so strong, I am unable to translate this into my life directly. So now help me. When you make me to think, when you make me to talk, when we make me to do anything, I should become aware of this truth in a direct or indirect way. I must. Otherwise, I will again go back to my old way of life. You gave me a family, you gave me a professional field, you gave me a society. That is the truth. You gave me a sense of individuality. Kindly make me aware of this. And we chant. After 3 or 4 chanting, again we bring out these ideas. Again chant. So during the 3 months, 3 minutes or 5 minutes, we will intensely chant and try to develop that feeling. That is important. No, feeling should be there. And then we go back to our field of activities. From what Puja Swamiji used to say, though he was only doing it for a short time, the impact of which remained with him for a longer time. So that gives us some clues. That means why I am chanting? I am chanting to remember him. Why am I remembering him? Because he is the source from which I have come. I exist because of him. He is there in the form of his creations, my co-creations. He is there in the form of Mother Nature and the society. Everything has been provided by him, facilitated by him. I can claim nothing of my own. When I honestly feel that, and then this being the truth, I should remember you. Right from I get up in the morning till I retire to bed, I must become aware of this truth. In a subtle way, it must be there. Probably not in a gross way. So that I will not cross the Lakshman Rekha. The moment I cross, I arrogate, I am the doer, I am the gainer, I am the loser, I am the sufferer, I am the enjoyer, I am the planner. That is why Mataji said our effort should be to transform whatever is spoken of, whatever is done, whatever is thought of. I should be able to convert it into the second person than the first person. I feel, the I in me feels it's total 100% subservient to that power, because of which I exist. So in that sense, this prayer is very, 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 very helpful. O my Sadgurudev, you are verily the Lord of the universe, pulsating, activating, supporting everything, and it is you who have sent me over here to translate your message into reality. I am only carrying out your commands. I beseech you to see to it that no pride or self-esteem enters my heart. No thirst for name or fame creeps into my mind. All the burden and responsibility that you have placed upon me are verily yours. Bless me so that I may carry on your work only as an instrument in your hands, Papa, and that may offer all the fruits of work unto you. Nothing I will appropriate for me and mine, no? When in Bhagavad Gita the Lord says, Karmanye Vadikaraste, we all understood the literal meaning, Maphaleshu Kathachana, Ma Karma Balahe Durbur, Mate Sangosta Karmani. So I should not, we have learned, like a parent we used to say, we have only a right to work, not to its fruits thereof. Now we know why we have no right for the fruits. He is the prompter, he is the provider, and he is bringing out the fruits. Naturally, it is his only, So he says, bless me so that I may carry on your work, only as an instrument in your hands, and let me offer all the fruits of work unto you. Guide me always in the right path. So something like this we devise, either in the same or in some other, in our own language we can put. And we spent about 5 to 10 minutes intensely. If we are finding it difficult to concentrate on the abstract form of this awareness or consciousness or the life force, we can bring any form suitable to us, any deity, any form of the Guru. And at the same time, it only represents the all pervading, all indwelling reality. Just like on August 15th and 26th January, we hoist the national flag and salute, and then render Janaganamana. Symbolic significance. So much of importance, so much of sanctity is given to this. It's not a piece of cloth. Similarly, deities, gurus, they are all symbols pointing out to us through that symbol. I cannot salute the entire creation, but I can salute a flag. So similarly, I may not be able to go out and reach everybody, but I can definitely bow down before a deity or a guru. And through that guru, through that deity, I am trying to connect myself with the entire creation. So everything becomes valid. Most of us are unable to concentrate on the abstract form of the Lord. That is why they have brought out the various deities. To many, the Guru also is an instrument to inspire us to get connected with it. Only when we get in touch with a Guru, spiritual Guru, we try to understand all these things. So his relevance is there in our life very much. So many people worship his form also. We all revere his form. Many people worship also his form. That is also permitted. The only thing is we should connect ourselves to the all-loving. Through that, we should connect. This is what our Guru, in our case, Papa. Papa stands for the universal self, cosmic consciousness. That cosmic consciousness has been made known to us through that form. Just like Puja Swamiji used to, he shared with us that every day morning and evening when he prostrates before Papa, he brings this dimension. I am prostrating before the indwelling and all-pervading reality whose presence has been made known to me through this form. So the form is equally valid, like the formless. Because through the form only I was made known to this, otherwise how will I know? So when we do this prayer, we have given, in Sanatana Samskar, in Hinduism, this wonderful privilege is there. Totally democratic. They are not thrusting anything down our throats. We have been given a lot of freedom. That has also come because, each one is unique. But owes its origin to one. And Papa, that example of tree, because we all have some agricultural plantation background, it is easy for us. The other day we shared, when we sow the seed of coffee, to have a nursery for us. We make all arrangements. Soil, sand, and powdered cow dung. We all mix it together, put it in a plastic bag, and then we put this. We have a bundle. We have we water it, mulch it, and then after 2-3 months it sprouts. Then we take care of it for a year or 2 or 3. It grows, and then we dig a pit, 1.5 into 1.5 into 1.5. That means 1.5 feet length, depth, and breadth. Remove the subsoil, fill it up with surface soil, and then remove the plastic bag, plant it. By that time, all of us can see the taproot. We have seen the seed, The seed and the taproot has no similarity. And later on, when we plant, branches come out. Branches and the seed has no similarity. Then the leaf comes. It is separate. And then as it grows, the flowering takes place. The flower and the seed, no similarity. Then the pollination takes place. And at the end of ninth month, coffee berry is formed. There you can see some similarity. Seed, where from it started. So though the seed has been responsible for bringing the taproot, the feeder root, the stem, the branches, the leaf, the flower, they don't have any similar thing. Each characteristic is different. It makes us to think. Though we all owe our origin to him, we are all different, but we are all parts of the same. Each one is contributing. Initially, the leaf, when it becomes a tender leaf, it is supported by the plant. And later, the same leaf draws energy from the air and the sun and passes it on to the stem. And after its work is over, the leaf gets old and it drops. It happens to anything. Even the branches, every year we do the pruning, because rest of the unproductive and productive branches. When once it has yielded, that branch will not yield anymore. Just think about it. So when we look at it intently, it teaches us now. Because you and I are different, we don't have to feel that we do not owe to the same origin. That is why Papa has beautifully brought out the trees. And the fruition only reminds us of the tree, of her seed. So Papa used to compare our spiritual journey. Bhakti is the root, Vairagya is the trunk, Jnana is the flower, and Parabhakti is the fruit. That is the culmination. Just as from the coffee seed to the coffee berry, the journey, the circle becomes complete. In between, there are different types of manifestations having different characteristics, different vocation, different mission to perform. Each one is relevant. Existence of that plant Feeder root is necessary to bring the plant food. Stem is necessary for enabling us to bring it out different branches. Branches are necessary to bring out the leaves. And again, that will lead to the flowering, buds and then flowering. And again, afterward, the pollination. And then the fruit. And again, the seed. So from the seed to the seed, the journey. In between, there are so many things which are not appearing to be similar at all. So when I start from the Almighty, He is responsible for my birth. And finally, when I culminate that I am one with everybody, it becomes, very, very clear. I am Atma Brahma to Aham Brahmasmi, This is also Brahman, that is also Brahman, you are Brahman, I am Brahman, The 4 Mahavakyas. So starting from the seed, ending with the seed. So when I go back to the source, as a plant, I arrogate that I am a self-made plant. How ridiculous it is, But for the seed, I don't exist as a plant. But for the seed, I don't become protective. And God has also brought out not only the seed, all other facilities like the sun, the water, the earth, the air. And of course the space. Just imagine. We try to understand our origin and our culmination. So the tree which has been the coffee plant which has been irrigating that I have been serving my boss, my owner, I have been giving, now this particular prayer makes us aware of the whole syndrome. You are verily the Lord of the universe. The plant is telling to the seed, Pulsating, activating and supporting everything. It is you who have sent me over here to translate your message into reality. Your message is to propagate, A seed self-propagates into multitude of seeds. Just imagine, to translate your message into expansion. A tiny little seed of a chili, or a mustard, very difficult to see, It propagates into hundreds and thousands of. In it, that in the tiny little seed contains the productivity. What do you call it? Potentiality. Potentiality to multiply. So we are His product. You are verily the Lord of the universe, pulsating, activating, supporting everything, and it is you who have sent me over here to translate your message into reality. I am only carrying out your commands. The stem of the coffee plant says to the seed, Then it becomes very clear. Or if we have a kitchen garden in our terrace, if we look at the tomato or the chilies or the beans, you can say the creeper talks to the seed. Then we can slowly we are addressing it to our own originator. I am carrying out your commands. Your command is to expand, You are there everywhere. So I should be able to reach out to the all-pervading reality means I must reach out at the cosmic level, not at the individual level. That is the mission for which you have given me this. I did not know. And so I have been contracting to myself. I'm only carrying out your commands. I beseech you to see to it that no pride or self-esteem enters my heart. Because nothing I have done. Whatever I have is yours. When I become unaware of this, pride and self-esteem will come. All the burden and responsibility that you have placed upon me are verily yours. In my journey, you are also putting me to various stress. I should know that the responsibility is yours. I had no role. You gave me this. Naturally, you know. In that process, you may make me to go through certain experiences which I name it as stressful. Pain precedes deliverance. If I name it and if I, tom this pain, it becomes very difficult for me. But the moment I know for deliverance, pain is necessary. Anything to come out of something. There is a process by which then only it takes a different shape. When I start knowing about it, not that I will not feel the pain will be there. Pain is a reality. But the gravity or the negative attributes I give, it may get reduced. So here he says, all the burden and responsibility that you have placed upon me are verily yours. Bless me so that I may carry on your work. Always I should be hammering this. When you make me to lead a family life, when you make me to lead a professional life, when you make me to lead a social life, when you make me to lead an individual life, I should know, bless me so that I may carry on your work. I'm doing it, your work. Only as an instrument of yours in your hands. Nimitta matram bhavasavyasajin. I have understood this literally, but not experientially. Bless me so that I may carry on your work only as an instrument in your hands, and that I may offer all the fruits of work unto you. Nothing I will appropriate for myself, because I become aware for all the defined or labeled success. You have also you are the only contributing factor through many of your creations. You provided the wherewithal, you provided the field, you provided the prompting, and you gave me an opportunity to plunge into it. Only as an instrument in your hand that may offer all my fruits of work unto you, guide me always in the right path. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. So when we try to delve deeper and deeper into the origin of ours and the origin of everything that we come across, and if we supplement it with a prayer of this type, probably we may be moving towards the ultimate goal, inch by inch. Resistance will be there from the me and mine, no doubt about it. The mind will immediately say, no, you have done your best. Somebody will congratulate you, somebody will say you have done a wonderful work. We never knew that it was a test meted out to us by him through that form. Because heart of heart, everything has been provided by him. He has provided a platform called this body He has provided all the co-creations for me to exist in the form of Mother Nature and society. And you gave me a sense of individuality. And then you gave me the field. We used to share with you, the day of our entering into the professional career in Chennai. After 2 or 3 days, the section head called us and told us 3 mantras way back in 61. But still it is ringing in our, because all these things are told to us in a different way, that's all. The 3 mantras, again we will repeat because we find joy in remembering it. After some time, he said one day, after some time, when you have mastered your particular work, you may also feel that you have mastered, everybody congratulates you, you get promotion. You may feel, I have done this. Remember, the company has given you a field to bring out your potentiality. The second mantra is, even when you leave the company, the expertise which you have developed, it goes with you. It doesn't leave. That means the company does not say that you should leave your expertise here. No? So you should always be conscious of this. And the third one, he said, when you work, normally when you do work and when you get appreciation, you may feel you are not paid fully. You should have you have a right to get more. You are denied. He said, okay, that will come, nothing wrong in it. But remember, when you are pining for an employment, it was this company who offered you the first leg of your professional journey. Then you demand anything. The moment I go back to the days when I was pining for an employment, will I raise anything? So that means he wanted us to go back to the source, At that time, we took it at the individual level or the professional level. Loyalty to the company, loyalty to our work, uprightness, sincerity, hard work, efficiency, all those things are covered in that, agreed. But far from that, now we remember it is taking us back to the source. The moment we become aware of the source, we will feel contented, we will always be grateful. Even today we remember because of that footing.
Swamiji, Swamiji,
Yes.
we should always be connected to the source. No? We forget the source, no, Swamiji.
Correct. That's why we are made to repeat it now. How many days now we are in the same topic? Papa is ensuring us to see that it go deep, deep, deep down. Repeated performance, repeated. Every day we chant Vishnu Sahasranam, in the ashram. Every time we are chanting Ramnam, Is it not a repetition? Only through that repetitive performance it will go deep, It is so thick to penetrate into this heart. It is difficult because the me and mine is so strong, concretized, All these years, we have never accepted this. We have never heard this. We have never understood this. And so it requires repeated hammering. Otherwise, it will not break.
Swamiji, perhaps this is the cosmic prayer through Guru. Cosmic prayer of one and all through Guru.
Yeah, correct. Each one is a unit,
Yes.
Each one is a unit of him. So it is not that he is separate from us. But because when he gave us this sense of individuality, we forgot. We cannot ask him, why you made me to forget? He will simply smile. In Vedantic language, they say Maya.
True.
So when a devotee When a spiritual aspirant asked Adi Shankara, he brought it out in Vivek Chudamani, 7 questions. So later on, when he answered in the Atma Bodh, this question he had answered when he designed about the causal body. Anadi avidya anirvachya karanopadi ruchate. This ignorance, the ignorance of my real nature, it is anadi, beginningless. And it cannot be explained, anirvachaniyam. So Papa used to say, why do we bother about all those things? Let us get out of this. Our effort should be to get out of this. Get out of the cage in which we have ourselves put in. So this will help us. Going back to the source, trying to go back to the source as often as possible in a day. Whenever we happen to handle anything, due to our past habits, we may not be able to remember this throughout. But at least in 1, 2, 3, 4, something. When we cut the vegetables, the vegetable knife is there. Oh, when there was no knife you brought, when there was no beans, when there was no carrot, when there was no potato, you made it to come. When we take the vessel, when there was no vessel, you made it to happen. When there was no gas or fuel, what do you call that? We were not using gas, previously. Firewood, oven. When there was nothing like that, you introduce this idea into somebody's brain, and that's why I'm using it. Like that, in 1 or 2. When I go to the office, when I sit before the computer, when I take a paper, when I go through the target assigned to me, or if I am to administer what has been detailed to each one, and who is giving me what, all these things, I was not there. You laid down all these things like that silently, without anybody knowing. We can have this exercise. What we learn from our Guru, he is giving us a field right before us to experiment. Otherwise, it becomes academic, na?
Yes, Swamiji. Hari Om. Hari Om.
How many times Mataji says that, no? As I went on doing what Papa had asked me to, Mataji says, I began to identify every article I saw, be it a flower, a piece of cloth, or any other article, with its source, namely God, Papa. And to tell myself, what a beautiful thing you have brought. Gradually, God's thought filled me through and through. The void that pervaded all around permeated my mind also. There would then ensue long spells of void or utter blankness of mind between two thoughts. And she then declared that Nirguna Nirakara Papa, God, has manifested as the entire universe with innumerable names and forms. He is seated in your heart and in everybody's heart. The mind reaches a state of stillness or void like the space between you and me, or between the road and the sky above. That emptiness pervades you within and without. Then you get sakshatkar in no time. So we remembered, because identifying with every article. This is something which we can all try,
Yes, Swamiji. Yesterday, while washing the clothes, the washing machine, that also made me think that somebody's invented the machine.
Correct.
For our benefit.
Correct. He made somebody to do it. And in that process, in our language, there is a series of economic activities. One individual brings out one creative thought. Just imagine. And it reaches out to millions. And there are various layers: production, marketing, and then the consumer level. One innovative thought, think about it. What a tremendous thing he has given. The whole universe is vibrating with that, pulsating with that, activating. Series of economic activities. Suppose you are given a piece of land, people name it as unproductive, and you start with your perseverance, patience, commitment, and with a passion. When you develop it into a productive land, so many people get employed. When so many people get employed, their purchasing capacity goes up. A small vendor gets a business. He will be able to buy so many things at home. Those producers also will be encouraged. The trader is encouraged. See, previously suppose I had left it, no. So God sees to it that not only you are the beneficiary by a creative thought, whether you accept it or not, whether you know it or not, it is reaching out to many, 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 and a series of economic activities. A backward area, somebody goes and starts doing it. Immediately a shop comes, a road comes, a vehicle comes, bus comes, so many activities. We were all attributing to the worldly level. It is not that. Because when he has created, he has to manage the whole thing, So he has to see to it that all are benefited by his action. The only problem is we are not aware of this. We are only thinking in terms of me and mine. We are also reaching out. Suppose there is a function, you employ a cook. You pay him. And you have invited about 500 people. 500 people enjoy his feast. He is reaching out to 500, And that 500 will definitely remember him, and wherever there is anything, they will try to bring him. And his name is, he will have half a dozen assistants. Any venture, though it starts with one, then how it gets expanded. A small person. When we go back to the trace of almost all these industries, we find, right from small thing, they have developed into a massive network of existence now. We are attributed to the individual, We hardly recognize that he is the source and he is the mastermind behind it. That is why Papa put it in a beautiful quotation. Behold divinity in every aspect of this world Leela. Verily, it is he at play in all beings and creatures. Behold divinity in every aspect of this world Leela. Verily, it is he at play in all beings and creatures. So let us carry all these intensely, relate to the workaday world. Not treat it as a puja room activity or a temple activity or an ashram activity. The whole world he has given before us. And every act of ours, every movement of ours is a part and parcel of the whole universal game. Let us try to understand. Previously, when we were hearing these words, we were not understanding it. Now we know, we are all stupendous. He says, Papa, in one of his quotations, we are parts of a stupendous whole, H-O-L-E. Suddenly we become aware. So let us all do this thing, thinking intensely. Unless we do it intensely, we may not be able to. And start experimenting it for 5 minutes or 10 minutes a day. That is how we begin this life. Translating spirituality into workaday life or daily life. Attempting to transform everything to the second person than the first person. More of it tomorrow. Hari Om. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om